Everybody, welcome back to One Leeds, welcome back to another video, and we are here to discuss everything that's going on in the Leeds United sphere. It can't be really called the rumour mill when it's outside of the transfer deadline, fiasco, sagas, but it is just Leeds United updates, I guess. Leeds United daily news, Leeds United, I don't know. Get it in the comment section below, but we're going to be talking about everything that is going on in the world of Leeds United. So today, there's been a couple of updates from the Nottingham Forest side of things, which is a positive for Leeds United. Obviously, Leeds coming up against Nottingham Forest on Monday night. Very excited for that one. It's going to be a clash of the Titans. Leave it in the comment section below. The last time Leeds United played Nottingham Forest in the Premier League, it is fantastic to see both sides playing in the Prem 100%. Never had a problem with Forest at all. I think Forest have got a few problems with Leeds for whatever reason. Well, notable reasons, but I think we have a mutual hatred of a certain club, don't we? So it looks like Mangala, the summer signing, is going to be out for Nottingham Forest, which is a positive for Leeds. I believe he limped off against Everton, so that's a positive. Obviously a big summer signing in central midfield. It looks like Nikite as well is out. He suffered an injury, I believe it was a calf injury against West Ham earlier on in this season, so he's been out for quite a while. And as well, Omar Richards, the signing that I was looking at, maybe Leeds United going out and getting, to be quite honest with you, someone who's very versatile in the fullback region. He is going to be out for this one as well. And also they brought in their 22nd signing of the window, didn't they? Someone who potentially could be replacing Omar Richards for this one in Sergio Aurier, which I didn't even pick up on. Absolutely crazy. He could be playing against Leeds United on Monday night as well, and I'm not too concerned about Sergio Aurier, to be quite honest with you, but that's going to come and bite me on the bottom. Juan Mata, Leeds United linked with the ex-Manchester United midfielder, the ex-Manchester United number 10, could play in the 8 as well. Obviously was fantastic at Chelsea for the early parts in his career. He was linked with a move to Valencia. He was actually linked to a move to Real Betis, and actually it came out of the woodwork towards the back end of the window to Atletico Madrid. However, looks like he's having a medical at Galatasaray, which, it could have been so different. But listen, now he's definitely on the black mark list. He's been at Manchester United, and it looks like he's going to be signing for Galatasaray. So, yeah, there you go, guys. If you weren't aware of that one, then Juan Mata to Galatasaray. Dieng, obviously Leeds United were looking to sign him towards the back end of the window. The £10 million fiasco that didn't go through. He failed the medical at Leeds. It was just the most nuts day ever, and Dieng definitely contributed to that. He actually rejected after Leeds United interest and moved to Antwerp. Mark van Bommel's Antwerp rejected a move, said he didn't want to go to the Belgian side. Obviously, he was keen on the move to Leeds. Nice came in, failed the medical, and now he's been dropped out of European selection for the parent club, Marseille. Very interesting there. Maybe it's a punishment for everything that's gone on. It doesn't seem to have been a great week for Bamba Dieng. John Egan, the Sheffield United centre-back, was apparently going to be, was of interest to Leeds United. 13 million quid was what Sheffield United were looking at. Leeds apparently saw the valuation as too much. Now, John Egan, obviously I covered him a lot when I was doing a bit for Sheffield United Live. He's a decent defender. I'm not sure about the recovery rate. Listen, he was unbelievable in that period of time for Sheffield United when he was playing amongst the back three with Chris Basham and O'Connell as well. I don't know how he'd fit into this Leeds United setup when obviously we're going to be playing a back four, very, very different. I think he struggles a little bit in a back four. I think obviously the covering aspect of having a back three is going to be beneficial to any defender, and it definitely was beneficial to John Egan. I think 13 million, the age he's at as well. Obviously Republic of Ireland international, but I'm not 100% sure that he adds anything to this Leeds United side. Is he better than Robin Koch? Probably not. Is he better than Pascal Struijk? Definitely not. So is he an upgrade in anything? And apparently Leeds, according to multiple sources, were put off by the valuation. Very interesting indeed. Apparently Leeds United have wanted a left-back, I should say, called Fabiano Parisi, an Empoli left-back. Leeds were very, very keen on him throughout the entire window. It was apparently between him and Kai Wagner who Leeds were going to go for, but apparently once again Leeds were put off by the valuation. They've had keen talks with Empoli for the left back throughout the summer transfer window, and apparently Leeds are going to be going in again in January. So yeah, I mean, it's very confusing if Leeds are looking at a left back, and Leeds have been looking at a centre back, and we've clearly identified those as problem areas throughout the window. If these John Egan and Parisi rumours were to be believed, if they are the problem areas, and Leeds have just almost just thought, nope, the valuations are too much. But I would question, are there any alternatives? You look at the predicament that Leeds are in now with left backs and that been a bit of a problem area. I just think that'd have solved so many problems. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Were Leeds right to move away from that? And do you think that is something that Leeds United should do in January? Willy Gnonto, if you are interested, guys, in having a full breakdown of Willy Gnonto and anything to do with that, please go over and check out the Patreon account. The Patreon account, we do have a full player profile on him there. I uploaded that at 8 p.m. last night. If you were interested in an in-depth look at his career and all these sorts of good stuff and his youth development, we've done a little bit of a video over there. So check that out on the Patreon account. As I say, 2 videos per week. There'll be a Nottingham Forest breakdown coming as well. But Joe Gelhardt has apparently trained. Willy Gnonto has trained with Leeds United for the past 3 days. Gelhardt has come out and said that he's trained the last 2 days. And said that he's very fast, he's very sharp, and above all, he's a lovely lad. So yeah, apparently Gelhardt's very, very impressed with what he's seen so far. So it poses the question, I should say, are we going to see him anytime soon in a Leeds United strip starting for the club? Are we going to see him coming on at any point? I mean, if he is very sharp and very quick, obviously he's featured a lot for the Italian first team for his age, 18 years of age. He's featured, 4 times? Played against England as well, played against Germany, scored against Germany, I believe. So is he going to be featuring for Leeds coming on in the last 20 minutes? We're looking at those 5 subs, aren't we? We're thinking to ourselves those 5 subs are going to be very, very important. And if he's got raw pace and he's very sharp and he's going to be able to hit teams on the counter attack and be part of that Leeds United counter attacking outfit, then flipping heck. And we've seen the images of him, playing for the Italian first team. We've seen videos of him absolutely scorching opponents for pace. Is he someone who should come on in those dying embers and really give Leeds United that extra boost? Allegedly, when we're looking at Willy Gnonto as well, Leeds did pay over the odds. They paid over the valuation of what they were looking to pay for the striker. Apparently, there was a valuation of 4 to 5. Apparently, Leeds went way over that, according to a certain report. So whether or not that was Leeds panicking a little bit, obviously Jesse Marsch said earlier that he wouldn't be featuring for the first team. They wanted to sign him a little bit further on down the line when it comes to his development at FC Zurich. So maybe Leeds were looking at it and thinking, look, we've got to get him in. We're letting Dan James go. We've got to get a replacement in or it's not going to look good on us whatsoever. We're planning on getting this guy at some point, at some stage, so let's just bring him in now. I think that is clearly what Leeds did, because obviously at the start of the day, it was Cody Gakpo, it was Bamba Dieng, and then obviously it went to Willy Gnonto, didn't it? So yeah, it obviously wasn't the first option. But it is what it is. Yesterday, Leeds were handed a fine of £25,000 after the debacle with Barnsley. Obviously, the on-the-field scuffle. I think 25Ks, once again, it seems a little bit steep. But it is what it is. Leeds have been handed a fine. Barnsley were also handed a fine in the scuffle as well. And yeah, Leeds have got a deadline to pay that on as well. And finally, apparently, Leeds United, according to Transfer Market, have the 15th most valuable squad in the division. Now, this is good in a sense, because you're looking at it and thinking, if we've got the 15th most expensive squad, Leeds are going to be all right towards the back end of the season. That squad, normally when you pay a lot into that squad depth and you pay a lot into that the makeup of the 11, that normally reflects in your league position. I think a classic example of that over the years has been Norwich, where they've just not invested enough and they've just been battered in terms of league position. So yeah, that's positive. Then you'd probably question at the end of the day, has the investment in certain individuals been profitable? Has it been beneficial for Leeds? And are we ever going to get a sell-on value on some of those players? You look at someone like Dan James, for example. We spent now 27 to 28 million on him. That would be within that 237 quid, and would you say that he's really going to be beneficial for Leeds in the long run? Probably not. Rodrigo's up there as well, but yeah, it's good to know that we've spent the money on these players, but has it been beneficial for Leeds United? Let me know in the comments section below. So that's it, guys. That's going to be a little bit of your Leeds updates, Leeds news for the day. We're going to carry this on. We're going to try do it daily if we can. I hope you have a fantastic day. It's going to be the weekend soon. It's weird Leeds not playing at the weekend for me. It always is. I'm always like hyped up when it comes to Friday for the Saturday fixture. But listen, it is what it is. Leeds play on Monday. It gives us a little bit more time to recuperate, a lot of time to recover. Sometimes in the past that's not been good for Leeds. Leeds need to jump back on the horse because of the intensity that we play at straight away. But we will have Jesse Marsh's press conference coming out. I believe it's probably going to be tomorrow, so we'll do something on that as well. Guys, as I said at the start, make sure you check out the Patreon for all of your latest updates that are a bit of bonus content. Willy Gnonto player profile is over there now live on the Patreon. Really appreciate your support in general, supporting the channel. The engagement's been unbelievable over the past, even couple of weeks when I've not been uploading as much. You guys 100% will come in and disagree with me. You guys will agree with me as well, and that's what it's all about. It's a forum. So let me know what you think in the comment section below regarding all these rumours and all the transfer updates, and I will see you in a bit.